early on in this space, I made the mistake that I think most people make. I took other people's word for things, and that cost me more than once. So at some point, I just decided that the only opinion worth sharing is one built entirely on personal experience. And since then, that's been the standard I hold every single video to. For a few years now, that's meant running platforms myself, building real testing history on them, and only talking about them once I actually have something concrete to say. Mining infrastructure has been the specific focus of that process lately. And not because it's generating a lot of noise right now, but precisely because it isn't. And I think that's exactly when it's worth paying attention to. So this platform right here, I've been running it actively for the past couple of weeks, consistently, the same way I'd run anything I'm serious about evaluating. And today, I'm just going to open everything up and take you through it as it happens. All right, page is loaded, let's go.
Dashboard is up, and this is essentially where everything lives. Session configuration, live data, all the controls I work with during a run are sitting right here. Okay, so first thing I'm doing is picking a coin, and I think it's genuinely one of the stronger aspects of this platform. It runs on multi-chain base, which means right now I'm looking at 14 different assets to work with. And that's not just a number, it actually changes how I can approach each session depending on what I'm currently holding. Okay, then I'm moving to the cluster settings. Here I'm defining how hard the session is going to push, the depth of the resource commitment, the overall processing intensity for the duration of the run. And the reason I take this seriously rather than just picking a default is that it has a direct effect on the result at the end. So how I configure this actually matters. So I'm good with these settings, pressing start, and session is live and running. Console is right here in front of me. Resource load, total time, session progress, and live log feed that gives me a real-time view of what the system's actually doing. So I'm gonna let this run for a few minutes.
Okay guys, so let me stop the session. Okay, session's done. Pop-up is right here on screen, and it's showing me the exact token count from this run right here. That's what came out. So here, the first thing I need to do is enter my receiving address for Solana I had running. One moment, please. Okay, next up is the infrastructure details. That's the platform's charge for the session, worked out from the configuration I set and the total time the session was active. And okay, this is worth flagging specifically. I'm not limited to any one token when it comes to covering it. I can use whatever's convenient for me at this moment. There's also a wallet connect option for anyone who'd rather handle it in a single automatic step. But I'm using manual option, so the whole process is laid out clearly and nothing happens out of frame. Okay, everything is filled in, confirming it, and now it's processing. Should take a couple of minutes. Okay, while that's moving along, let me get into what cloud mining actually is, because I know not everyone landing on this video is coming from the same level of familiarity. The concept is clean and simple. Instead of organizing physical mining hardware, running it yourself at home and managing electricity costs and maintenance and everything that comes with it, I'm accessing computing infrastructure that's already operational inside a professional data center. I configure my settings in session, and the system handles the actual workload on their end. No hardware, no technical overhead, no ongoing costs on my side. And because the user-facing side of that model looks so straightforward, this space has always been attractive to projects that mimic the surface of it without any of the substance underneath. So I'll just say this clearly, I've been scammed several times before. And I say that not to be candid for the sake of it, but because I think the version of this conversation that pretends experience makes you immune is actually doing people a disservice. It doesn't. Fake projects are built to look credible, and they're sitting in YouTube, Google, Reddit, Telegram, every community where people who are genuinely engaged with this space spend their time.
And what keeps this a live problem rather than a historical one is that this industry simply doesn't operate at a pace that naturally encourages caution. Something is always launching, something is always picking up traction, and that constant forward motion creates a kind of pressure where stopping to properly think something through starts to feel like falling behind. People who make fakes understand exactly how that pressure works and they design around it. So the one operating principle I hold without exception: move funds into a wallet where I control the private keys, and do it before convenience gives me a reason to put it off. Not eventually, not when it feels urgent, just make it the default. That single habit has protected me in ways I probably don't even fully have visibility on. That's what I can tell you after sitting inside this thing for as long as I have, and for me, that's the most meaningful thing I can offer. Thanks for your time.